Here's how you can double your Shopify sales in 2024 with Facebook ads. This is a client that we recently were able to scale. You can see we have an 88% increase in revenue month to month, with a 73% increase in profit for this business. Now, what exactly did we do to be able to do this? I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step strategy we used to scale this business, starting off with market research. So market research is where everything starts when it comes down to the ad ideas we get. And I'm going to show you how we kind of pull those things from the reviews. And this is where we start every single ad concept we create. So first thing I like to look at is Facebook ad comments. This is a great place to be able to understand, again, what people want about the product, how people will use the product, what do people struggle with? What problems do people have? It's a great place to get some of that data. Now, this will be more for people who've already been running Facebook ads, because the only way to look at your ad comments is if you have a couple ads that's already been spending a decent amount of money. Next thing is website reviews. Website reviews is another really great place to be able to pull what are people saying about your product, why are people buying your product, problems, desires, all of those good things. And then lastly, it's just simply looking at competitor ads. What are people highlighting in competitor ads? And it's funny because this ad's actually highlighting a desire. But what are kind of the main things that are in competitors' ads that really speak to you and give you a different perspective on things? Also, I love using competitor ads. I love using Foreplay. Foreplay is a phenomenal tool to help find those winning ads by competitors. Now, what is my goal with market research? My goal is simply to understand. I just want to sit here and consume content to saturate my mind with the things I need to know about my market. That's my only goal here. And the first thing I want to know is, what does my market desire? A desire is something that people want. I desire more money. I desire more winning ads. I desire, a girlfriend. I desire a fast car, right? What do I want? That's what I look at for market desire. Now, the next one is, what does my market struggle with? I struggle with creating ad creatives that convert. I struggle with, every morning I wake up and my back just hurts really bad when I wake up out of bed. What are the things I struggle with? Then the next one is, what problem does my market have? This is a clinically diagnosed kind of problem, that's what I like to say, where, when you go to the doctor, you may go in with a sore throat and turns out you have tonsillitis or something like that. So what's the actual diagnosed problem that my market has? Now, again, this is not just medically speaking, right? Like, your ads may not be converting the symptom because, they keep appealing to the wrong audience. So that's your problem. Your ads appeal to the wrong audience. So how do I create ads that attract and qualify my right customers? Or, one of your symptoms is that you have a really low stop rate, and that's because the problem you have is you have a really bad hook. So what's the diagnosed problem in that sense right there that your market has? Now, speaking from a market awareness perspective, desire is your solution aware market. This is your unaware market, and this is your problem aware market. Now, if I'm looking at a product and we don't have struggle or problem, then that means it's more of a solution aware market. Or maybe it's all struggles with no problem or desire, then guess what? It's more of an unaware market. So that's also another thing. I'm hitting on market awareness here without actually saying it, just to kind of keep it simple for some of the people that's viewing. Now, the next one is, who is my ideal customer, right? You pull all of this information, you can start building that customer avatar now. My market desires more money. They want to travel the world. They want to work 3 to 4 hours a day. Or, my market is people who are 60 plus, who wake up every morning with really bad back pain. Or, my market's 25-year-olds who, maybe have athlete's foot, something like that, just calling out a random problem right there. So who is my ideal customer? And you can build that avatar based off of these things right here. And again, these are all things that you will not make up. These are all things that will come from your market research. Now, once we actually get our research, now we want to write the hooks. And this is the most important part of the ad, because this is the thing that stops all of your people in their tracks when they're on social media. Again, they're on social media to disassociate. They're on social media to get dopamine. They're on social media to escape, right? What do I mean by that? That means, hey, they had a long day and maybe they have a ton of anxiety right now. So they're scrolling on Reels because they have a ton of anxiety and they're trying to escape that. And they're just trying to feed their mind dopamine, right? Maybe they had a long day at work and they just need a second to coop and relax and stuff like that. Maybe they're at a restaurant waiting for their food, right? So they go on social media to escape reality. And they also have a lot of thoughts going on in their head. Your hook job is to stop your customer and cut through all of the other competition of ads, but then also to all the thoughts they have in their head. So the hook is the most important part of the ad itself. So where I like to start at is looking at my research. And I like to understand from my research those things that I asked earlier about, desire, problem, struggle. And what I'll do is I'll pull these from the research, right? So like for this one right here, this person has a desire for a fun girls' night, right? So what I did is I put a desire, a fun activity for girls' night. I'm trying to position this product we have. Right now we were positioning it like as a painting activity. So then I was like, hey, can we position this as another type of product that solves another type of desire? So for us, we position it as a fun activity for girls' night. And then what I did is once we have our desire, what we'll do, and again, this will be desire or problem or struggle. It just kind of depends on what your market is telling you that your market has. Then we'll apply our golden hook formula. Our golden hook formula is just basically a set of criteria that our hook must meet to qualify to be a good hook. So number one is calling out ideal audience. That's the first thing for a golden hook formula. Number two, it implies a benefit. What does that mean? That means that if you watch this video, you're going to leave with something. For example, this YouTube video is called How to Double, aka how can I make more money? Your Shopify sales. And I'm calling out people who are on Shopify. So I'm calling my ideal audience and I'm implying a benefit. And then intrigue curiosity. Easy way to intrigue curiosity is just showcase a really big benefit that people want. That's the easiest thing I can explain to you. So how to double your Shopify sales in 2024. If you are on Shopify and you want to make more money, you're going to be very intrigued to want to watch this. You're going to be very curious to want to know the secret here. And that's what the golden hook formula will do for you. And then now we actually build out that hook. So that's the golden hook formula. Here's the actual hook formula for writing the hook itself, where we're going to take our desire or problem or struggle, which is like your symptom, and we're going to multiply it by our golden hook formula. And that's going to give us our hook. So our desire, which is fun girls' night, we're going to multiply that by golden hook formula, and then boom, calling all girlies who need a fun girls' night soon. We are calling all girlies, so we're calling out our ideal audience. You don't actually have to say calling. That's just this particular hook right here is where we did. So we call out our ideal audience, and we also are calling out by the actual girls, but then also too, we're also calling our ideal audience by the benefit, right? Who need a fun girls' night soon. Like a dude who does powerlifting, who's like 36 years old, he's probably not going to, want to watch this right here, right? So we call our ideal audience, we imply the benefit, and then we also intrigue curiosity because it's like, hey, I'm a girly, I want a fun girls' night. What is this? I want to know more. Now, once we have our hook, we can actually start writing out our script now. So for here, I like to tell a story using the hook. I like to do two things. One, when I'm writing the story is first I take my hook and then I like to write a story around that, persuading the other person to buy our product, right? So what I like to tell people is imagine if me and you were sitting down like at a coffee shop, directly from each other, right? Directly across, we're staring at each other. And you told me, hey, Nick, I'm going to show you a way how to double your Shopify store sales. I'm like, cool. I want to know more. You intrigue my curiosity. You get me to that table. I'm sitting down across from you. And now you're going to tell me a story that shows me exactly what I want and is going to persuade me to buy your product. And that's exactly how I like to imagine writing the script itself. So here's our script, and I formatted it like this so I can show y'all, because we like to put it like this for when we send it off to our content creators. So our script right here, again, we always write the script first, then we write the visuals. So script first, then visuals. So this is my girlies need a girls night soon. I recently did this on my last girls night, and we have become obsessed. So you can see right there, it's just kind of telling a story, right? But it's focusing more on the emotional side. Then for the visual, I like to ask myself for each line, how can I visually articulate that line? This is for my girlies who need a girls night soon. How can I visually articulate that? A group of girls laughing and chatting, setting the scene for a girls night in. Boom. I recently did this on my last girls night. How can I visually articulate that? The girls unboxing their simple painting kit. And we have become obsessed. How can we visually articulate? Close-ups of the kit showing the numbered paint pots and brushes. Boom. So this is how we write the script. And I'll show you a little bit more of the script as well. Order some paint by number kits from Simple Painting. We loved it. It comes with everything you need minus a bottle of wine. It's perfect for sitting down, and then it goes on a little bit more. I just kind of cut it there. Another key thing for writing scripts is you want to focus on the power of repetition. Repetition is basically you as a person you are right now. You have a set of beliefs in your mind, whether that's like religion beliefs, political beliefs, beliefs around how Shopify should work, how Facebook ads should work. And you've developed these beliefs over the years because you've repeatedly seen them over and over and over. You know, think about like a political belief you have, right? Because right now there's a lot of politics and stuff like that. If the first time ever you see a new like piece of information that goes against your belief, you immediately disqualify that because it's just like, oh, it's just one little piece, you know, it's fake, boom. But if you had seen hundreds of pieces and tons of data and stuff like that, then you actually might start thinking about changing your perspective on that belief, that political belief right there. Why? Because new information has presented itself and over the course of numerous different ways, right? So in advertising, when you present your product to someone, they don't just immediately believe it. They need a little bit of repetition. So I try to show numerous ways in that one video of how this particular product is an amazing product for girls' night. The second thing I also want to call out here is that I'm very focused on an ideal audience. I'm very focused on an implied benefit. Too many people, especially beginner advertisers, they focus too much on having way too many benefits and way too much like empathy in it, and they're talking for like 10 minutes on just like, oh, I tried so many things, blah, 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 and nothing ever worked, blah, 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 blah. And then that's how their script looks. And like 30 seconds go by and it's like, it's just boring. So focus on one benefit and just showcase that benefit in as many different ways as possible. So for us, we really hit on the benefit of a fun girls' night, and we really focused on the emotional aspect of a fun girls' night by all the key things that girls love about girls' night, right? The talking with the friends, the sipping on the wine, the gossip, the how fun this product was to allow us just to zone out and have fun with our friends. So you keep in mind here, we talked about all those fun emotional aspects of the girls' night, but we also kept tying it back to how our product just made that more fun and easier, right? So that was a big part of it. Now, all the hard work is done, right? Like writing the script or writing the hook is the hardest part of this. And then you write the script. And then after you write the script, you film the content, and pretty much from filming content on the rest, this is the easiest part of everything else. We're going to fly through this really quick because it's that easy, right? So I like to take that script, hire a creator on instance.pro. I pay a creator anywhere between $100 to $300. They film the video for me, done. 90% of the time, these creators will be really good and they'll actually edit all the content for us to where like we literally have a video that's ready to give to Ads Manager. Now, how do we actually launch those ads inside of the ad account? Well, number one is we set up we like to do a CBO campaign, and we do one CBO campaign per business objective. A business objective, just common things I've seen has been like, let's say for example, you have a product that's for men, then you also have a product for women, then you can do like one campaign for men, one campaign for women. Boom. That's kind of like one way to look at it. Another way is different product categories. So, you know, maybe you're a men's clothing line and you sell, you know, a ton of like shirts and hats or shirts and pants, and then you want to launch a new collection for like hats to lower AOV, things like that. You can maybe launch like a new hat campaign specifically. And then, or you could also do new countries, right? I like to do one country per campaign, just makes things easier from a segmentation perspective. And then also allows me to create Shopify stores specifically for each country in their own native language and their own native currency to make it look like that Shopify store is specifically for that country. And it converts significantly better. So that's my different types of campaigns I'll do, but they're all built exactly the same, and that is CBO. And what we'll do is a new ad set for every round of creatives we want to test. So every creative concept, which one concept is one hook and 3 visuals around that hook. So here we have our ad sets for this account. And then here is one particular ad inside of one of those ad sets. You can see this is the 114 one. Here's 114, what it looks like at the ad level. And then what we do is we go in manual upload, flexible, and then here we're going to load in 3 creatives, again, split by 1 visual. This particular case, we're doing a hook test in this one, but I'm going to show you exactly how we do it for the other 95% ads we do. And then we do 1 winning text and 1 new text. And then again, 1 winning headline, 1 new headline. And then here's exactly how it should be split up. You can see there's 3 different visuals, but they're all exactly the same hook. If this is a video, for example, the video will be the same hook on all 3, but a different visual hook for all 3. That's it. Now from here, all we simply do is find winning ads and scale. And this is the long story short, how we do our scaling here. Yesterday, new customer cost per acquisition is at hitting target. Yes, increase spend by 20%. Boom, come back tomorrow. Now, if yesterday we did hit NCC CPA, which is new customer cost per acquisition, then what we do is we wait for 3 days. Or we basically just ask ourselves, have we waited for 3 days to be hit? Yes. Yes. Are we losing money? Yes. Are we at the hard deck? No. Cool. Decrease budget by 20%. The hard deck is just essentially a budget that we do not scale below, because we want still to spend a certain level regardless if we're losing money every day, because it allows us to consistently keep testing new ads. Are we at the hard deck? Yes. Cool. Whole budget. Start finding new winning ads. Maybe we're not losing money. Cool. Whole budget and start finding new winning ads. And then boom. And then maybe we didn't wait for the full 3 days, and cool, wait another 24 hours and then come back tomorrow. And then this thought process starts all over again. So thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you are interested in me running your Facebook ads and you are doing at least $100,000 a month in revenue, we've helped multiple brands now scale to 7 figures per month in revenue. So click the link below to have Nick Theriot run your ads, or maybe you want one-on-one mentoring with me. Click the link below to have Nick Theriot mentor you. And then lastly, maybe you want my Facebook ads course on the creative creation process. Then click the link below to Nick's Facebook ads course. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good rest of y'all day. Peace out.